I proceed a button. Receiving content. And we are, well, maybe, kind of, sort of, live! Yay! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing today? This is Mark, the guy at Play, and we are back into Space Engineers. I'm actually kind of doing a repeat here, seems like. I did a how I start kind of thing, and apparently there was a glitch on that day, and I started with a rover, which I have to say was kind of cool. It wasn't what I expected, but roll with it, you know? So anyway, we're going to do this one again, and unless things changed again, it should be a drop pod as it went back to its default settings on there. And I've also added some mods. I thought I'd do a quick look at that before we actually jump right into the game. And I've added a few. Let's see, easy inventory, that's kind of an always thing. I like the Azimuth mod pack, mostly for the battery. I'll be honest, the battery is the biggest thing I use in that thing. I did improve hydrogen engines because the base ones are weak. Yeah, power is life and all. And I've fallen in love with the rotary airlocks. I'm just a thing about that. The ammo control, I kind of like it because if it works, when it does work and works well, you can actually order up your ammo right with the gun that you're there. You don't have to hunt for the ammo that you need to have. I don't have a lot of weapons on here. Mostly those are going to be default. I've got a couple though. Shields, gotta have those. Kind of like the bubble shield, which is the defense shield, and then the skin shield, which is the energy shield. The build and repair system, the nanobot build and repair system. You could play it without it. You can. It's a thing. I have a tendency to like it when I have a builder bot around. It makes life so much easier. And quite honestly, you don't want to watch me weld and grind everything all the time. Anyway, that doesn't make for, enthusiastic and powerful content for YouTube and all. And here's the spice that begins. We got ground encounters, crash encounters, added Spaceball's coffee machine because, coffee. That's part of the ground command as the air traffic ones. Same thing for the sort of installations. Attack of the uncooperative drones is always a powerful one. Makes things a little more interesting. You have to dodge, duck, and dive, and repair a few bullets. Automated drill beaming thing. That thing works really well, so I don't have to do all the mining. I can just turn it on and let the ship do its thing. Takes a lot, though. It's not one you get right off the bat, that's for sure. I like the larger and the varied tanks that are involved with this. I think they should hold more hydrogen, honestly. They've kind of rebalanced that a little bit. So it's kind of just mostly for the size variations in tanks. Also part of the spice right there. That one is definitely weapons, and it goes boom boom a lot. I like this one because, yeah, if your jump drive gets hit and it's fully charged, you should have consequences involved with that. I think batteries should kind of do the whole explodey thing too, and maybe like the oxygen tanks and hydrogen tanks, those should go boom boom as well. There's some more weapons, the modular encounter spawner, the NPCs. Gonna have a few more in there. Programming extender kind of goes with those. Weapon upgrade. That one can be dangerous. Basically, this allows all the NPCs to have boom boom that you have. So you're dodging and diving weapons that could literally blow you out of the sky. Which is why we, have the shields down in here. Plane parts because, flying is fun. Reduce signals, also part of the drone issue. Rover cockpit, I like the default one. I still like that thing. Yeah, the gunk be gone. Yeah, it don't need a bunch of crap all over the screen, really. Surface occupation, something else to do. I love tiered thrusters because I don't want to cover my entire ship with, thrusters just to be able to fly, Give me more oomph. But anyway, that's the mods. I've also had to change a few things over here. I've definitely increased my cargo capacity space and all that fun stuff, welding speed, because, you know, like I said, thrilling content is watching me weld a box for hours on end, right? That's fun stuff. We did take off the block limits, so we don't have to worry about that. Kind of have to take off the default spawning of cargo ships and the encounter things just to make this thing all work right with the mods there for the spawning of things. Enabled the spectator cam. It's going to be our little spy in the sky kind of thing. I'm going to not use that a whole lot. I'm not going to put on the wolves or the spiders because that's just silly. And this is also kind of like a starter kit, right? If you're going to start out, you don't want to be bombarded by pesky little wolves just spawning all around you and spiders coming up all over the place. I'm not a fan of how those work. Sometimes I use the wolves because I use another mod that changes them into zombies, and I'm kind of okay with that one anyway. So there is our setup, and that is all there is to it. We're going to hit start and see where we end up. The biggest catch, just like I said on the previous version of this, is making sure that, yeah, location, location, location. Depending on where we end up, that might be a bit of a thing, you know? Hmm. Loading all of the lovely things. Oh, and it's Thursday today. Oh, it's Friday actually, excuse me. And Thursday they do their updates. And I just downloaded their fresh new update, so we'll see how many things are having fun today. Apparently we got 39 mods. That was just me cruising through it. I took like almost no time to do that. Well, like maybe 5-10 minutes to pick which ones I wanted to do. Oh, how I do like the mods. The modding community for Space Engineers rock. They've made this game far more interesting than just playing the base vanilla game. Object at rest will stay at rest. External forces act upon it, like my missiles. Always have to blow stuff up. It's fun. Thing is, potential of you getting blown up too. Yeah, details. Little things like that. Tick tock, and away we go. This is the exciting part, right? And we're going to start with the Earth. It is the drop pod, yes. Alrighty. Tally-ho, and away we go. Falling out of the sky. Use the drop pod to escape the pirates that captured us, and away we go, right? That's the storyline? Yeah, sure. And for some reason, they didn't shoot us out of the sky. Send someone to pick us up in a ship. Or otherwise, you know, cause issues. Looks like we are in the plains. This isn't a bad place to begin. I typically like to start with lakes, just because of the flat surfaces and the open terrain, but I don't think you can get more open than this. Holy crap. Nothing here. And down. Look at that. We have safely and successfully landed. Now, as I said, location, location, location. This isn't a bad location. It's open. You can definitely have a huge installation here. First, though, we're going to make this mobile. Because, yeah, one thing you gotta have in a survival environment is cobalt. Can't get everything on the planet, but cobalt is something you need to have. It allows the processes of everything else. So we need to make this thing flyable. And it's actually not that hard. You've got most of the stuff you actually need to do that with. I'm going to do some modifying up here, add 4 thrusters. I'm going to throw a gyroscope up here. And the biggest complication we have to that is actually getting large steel tubes. Because you can't make those at this stage. You could. You have to build a couple other things to make the large steel tubes, like a what is it? A basic refinery, or not a basic refinery, but a basic assembler to be able to do it. And you'd have to power it, blah blah blah, a whole bunch of stuff. But we're not going to stay here, so we're going to probably dig a hole, which will allow us to get some of the processes beginning, such as basic materials through the survival. Right? What is this again? The survival kit, yeah. And we're gonna go down, get past the dirt, get us into some rock here. Because rock is actually much more helpful than dirt. It's just quicker, you can get more of it. And turn on my lights. Lights. There we are. And crouch. Pick up all this lovely stuff. And with the larger backpack, this make this a little quicker and easier because you don't have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. That can be a little on the tedious side of things. We want to fill this thing up a few times. See in a second here how deep this thing actually is going to get. Already, one load and away we go. Stick that in here, come over to production and start making 1,000 ingots. Oh, just in case you didn't know, what is that? Shift and control and then click on it and it makes you 1,000. Kind of nice. Shift will do 100, control will just do 10 if you just hold down either one of those. Make things quicker, simpler. We like those, simple and easy. And by the time we get this thing filled up again, all of that should have been refined down to ingots. Things we can actually use to make stuff, because we still need to make stuff to make that thing fly. We're gonna need, I think, what is it, a few displays and a bunch of motors to get everything up and flying. Doesn't take too much work though, it's usually pretty quick. Full now? We're full. Alright, go now. Careful with flying, it can be lethal. Run into the wall, fall from the sky, all sorts of things. And they've definitely made the whole Space Engineer a touch more fragile. Just flying off and into the world and go crash. Hey Skull Crusher, how you doing? Alrighty. Some of those lovely loot. Usually do about 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. Full loads of this stuff to kind of get the ball rolling. It'll help when we finally decide where we're going to actually park it too. which will be kind of interesting because we've added, like I said, some of those less than friendly spawn points, which will probably run into a couple of lag points just because of that when it starts spawning stuff into it. Like that right there. What do we get? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not, that thing's big, and that's kind of close. We're not going over there though. Should just fly by and not kill us right away, right? Any luck anyway. Any luck will survive the night. Alright. Come on. Into my pockets. There we go. Blink. Alrighty, down we go. I think I'll make this the last load because this is all exciting, right? Oops, not that one. I want to fly. There we go. Come on. Crouch. Then do the drilling. Probably a little dizzying too as I spin around this hole. And a full pocket. Alright. Still just you, huh? Yeah, you just keep flying by. I ain't anywhere ready to play with you yet. So I got a bit of iron, nickel, and silicon, which like I said we're going to need here. We're going to do some modifying to this lovely craft now. First we're going to get rid of some of these, and since we got that on here, we're going to do some of that. A little cheap way to get some of the locked... where's that? Is that one? Yeah, we're still gonna do this one. Yeah. And then I'll pop on as soon as it drops down. Yep, see, just like that. We got those. We're gonna need a little off of this guy. Come on, I need that large thing. There we go. Don't need the light. Let the light go away. There we go. I need those large steel tubes there. Since I've got the grinder and welder on such a high setting, you got to kind of be careful with what you're gonna hit with it, because it will get it gone pretty quick that way. Crouch. You could buy. Oh, actually, I want to get in the chair here for a second. These things. And we have to get back in there. So here we are. We can take care of those two. We're gonna have to get rid of all that. Let me in there. Crouch. There we go. Now we can get rid of the chair. Let's see here. Gonna do that same thing with the, there we go. Cargo container. Nothing in there. Kind of silly, but whatever. Grab that guy. That guy. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. And gonna get rid of this guy. Oh, actually, we'll go for that one first. Gotta get the grids off of this guy. And do that one. Don't need to worry about the timer. Don't care about the beacon. Can't even build the beacon, yeah. Don't need the beacon. Ooh, careful. No doing that. No doing that. Don't be getting rid of the battery and the survival kit. That would be very problematic. Alrighty. And up here we go. Right up there. There we go. Okay. And time to do a little bit of remodeling here. You're grinding the right things. Just need a place to put those four. I'm in the hole. See how it is? You don't want to use your hydrogen too much because you just ground down the only way you can recharge your thing. So yeah. Little tiny pecks is all it really needs with this. And keep the ore detector and the antenna there because those are helpful. Need those when we try to find where we're going to actually park this puppy. Let's see here. I should have access to those thrusters now. No. Let's see here. What did I not do? Oh. Where's my atmospheric thrusters? They change things. Where's my ions? Wheels there. Oh, it's probably waiting for me to build that. Let's go build that then. God, I actually put that in there too. Let's do this. I'm using the hydrogen. See, I am always using the hydrogen. Here we go. See. Haha. Box. Need this guy? Yeah, just to make things a little more. The way there's a poster log. Oops. Turn around and stick it down there. That'll allow me to actually have a place to put the thing. And put the cockpit. Yeah. Won't have everything we need, but we have enough to do this. Especially with the resources on hand. So I need, what is that, 4 of those and 15 of those. I don't care how many. Go over here, go in here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We're gonna need a whole bunch of those. Put those in there. And what do we need? Computers? Yeah. We'll stack the computers first. There. Wait for our 20 to finish. Alrighty. Don't need bulletproof glass to actually make this thing work, but yeah. Unknown signal over there. Big red guy disappeared, so that's good. Yeah. So now I should be able to make the thrusters, right? Atmos, yeah, there they are. Now we're not getting fancy. One, I don't have any gold to make the superconductors for the tiered thrusters, so we're just going for our basics here. Just need to get our base up and running here. There we go. Hydrogen bottle refilled me. Good for a little while. I think I'm going to need some construction components if memory serves with this, but I guess we'll find out here in a second. There we go. Hey, there's one operational. There's some more motors, which is why we made a whole slew of those. More motors, a couple of construction components and motors. Let's see here. Here's our motors and construction components. Take a few of those. And over here, then do that. Gyro. And do a gyro. And do that. This still. Whoop, no. Really? Well, that's a little annoying. I guess I gotta position that just right, huh? There we go. Okay. And that's making all the stuff we need for our gyro. I have to say, easy inventory is bar none your best friend. If there is anything that you learn from this, it is your friend, unless you like counting and going back and forth and going, okay, I need one steel tube, I need 2 motors, I need 3 computers. No, not my favorite thing to do. Gyroscope operational. Motor operational. And up, right? Yep, okay. All my motors are up and running. The 4 that came with it, they're hidden. See how they are, the little things. I'm going to just take them off of the hidden factor, and we're going to turn them on because the other ones are. And actually, go back to that. We want, what is this? This backwards one here. I'm just going to name it backwards. Why? Because then I can find it in this guy. Oh, well, that was nice. We're going to have this one be able to turn on and off because that'll make life a little easier. And this one we're going to have over here so we do a switch lock so we can take off. Look at us. We are flying. We can move. We can look around. Look at this. And we have an hour to move. So, we need to kind of figure out a direction we want to actually go. Like I said, I tend to like water. I'm actually thinking I want to go high mountains, maybe into the ice or something like that. A mountain peak, that would be kind of different. Don't normally do that. So your typical atmospheric thruster will only work until you get about 5,000 meters up. After that, your thrust capacity is pretty much toast. So we're going to go up and take a look and see how far things are from us. There's a lake next to us. We'll kind of stop there maybe. We get to a mountain. It's got some ice caps. We might browse around a little bit and see if we can find a cobalt stash. Cobalt, like I said, is necessary to build everything else you need to have. I don't see any lakes. I got mountaintop peaks over there and over there. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're gonna go that way. Oops, where am I? Oh, I'm facing that way. I faced too far. There we go. And now we're going to turn off thruster number 7 here, because it's our forward reversing thruster, so we can coast now, pretty much. And don't have to use anything except for our upward lift to be able to get somewhere. That's kind of important, because right now, that battery is the only thing that's going to keep us alive. And if we're going to look around for a little bit, we want to conserve as much power as we can. If you stutter step every time you press the button to go forward, and then you hit the brakes automatically to stop you. With the inertia dampeners, you're wasting a ton of energy. And unless you want to stop, that's just not necessary. Like I said, this small little battery has got to do some work before we're done with it. Right now, we need a couple of things. This is going to be a while since we get over to those Iceland mountains there. I'm actually going to go in here and look. See, we're going to need enough to actually build it. Oh, and this thing's not going to have our nice little menu over here. It's a survival kit, huh? Alright, never mind. I was going to pre-build some stuff. That should be a thing. Huh. Because they added buttons for like the basics, but they didn't add it for the survival kit. That's just silly. Anyway, what I was going to do is actually queue up into our survival kit what would be necessary to make a wind turbine, which is going to be our power, and perhaps some solar cells. We're going to run a easy script to kind of make that work a little bit better. The wind turbines have a tendency to produce more energy than the solar panels, but with a nice script you can track the sun, and it does pretty good if you've got enough of them. And it's a good boost, and it doesn't take much. And when you get to a point with using wind turbines, the problem with it is you've got to space them apart so far for them to function well. What ends up happening is you get too close together with a group of them, and they just don't produce as much power. They do produce about 3 times as much, almost, as a solar panel. But you can group a whole bunch of solar panels. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. MDC. I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to know what that is. One of those base of operation things. I suppose we could poke our head down there and see what it is, but at this stage I am not in the mood to be fighting nothing, nor am I really in a position to fight anything. If I lose this parts of the ship, I am toast. We're not going to do that. Perhaps we should make a faction. And accept peace from everyone. Please don't kill me. Space pirate, the craft. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Alright, what is the MDC? IMDC? Is that what that is? What are you? You're gonna tell me. See how you are? Anyway, they're all gonna shoot me. It's a thing. Kind of okay with that though. Makes things more interesting. So one of the main reasons why I tend to look for lakes is because you can easily find where and what resources are. Obviously up here you're not going to see squat. You'll see a lake, but you're not going to see where the mineral patches are. That's for sure. And with the ice you can actually use the hydrogen engines to produce power. The thing is with hydrogen engines to produce power, they go through ice and yeah, massive conversion issues. You end up having to do a whole ton of harvesting of ice for very little power at the end of the day. And that doesn't work well for pretty much anyone. It's a thing. And since power is life, life is power, and all that fun stuff, then yeah, it's a thing. I'm thinking we want to head for one of these mountaintops. Now the problem with a mountaintop is, you see it says I'm like at 3,000 meters up. That's kind of accurate. You know, the terrain is moving underneath me, so that's going to vary, but there are some of these hills that are going to be a little too steep for this little tiny thing to be able to get up there. I really don't want to crash. That would be very, very bad. What we'd end up into is the problem of just not enough thrust to get up there, and then we end up hitting the side of the mountain. And if we hit the side of the mountain, we lose this battery here, we lose the survival kit. Pretty much we lose anything on the ship at this stage, and we're toast. We're dead. There's just no recovering from that. Unless you go around harvesting all the unknown signatures, or in this case, because I've got some of the other scarier stuff out there, I could try to take over another base. But yeah, this stage, not quite what I'm gambling for. Awfully dramatic music. I'm a little more cheery over here. Where are we at? Here we go. Don't need dramatic music while I'm flying at a mountain. That would just be not healthy. What's over here? Now, the problem and trick with this, keeping your nose below the horizon and you can keep forward momentum. We also run into the fact that we also run into the side of the mountain too. And that is not our goal. An observation outpost for space pirates, huh? So I'm gonna park all the way up here on this mountain, if I can get up there. I don't know. Park it in that nice little valley right here. Not very smooth though, look at that. That's nasty terrain to be building on. See if we've got anything in the way of resources over here. Not really seen anything besides stone. Got a lot of that. We'll always have a lot of that in this kind of environment. It's right down here. Really, you need to start with some cobalt around here, or we need to at least know where some is. Like shadows more than anything. I think that's going to have anything more than eyes here. Yeah, that, and I don't want to have the sun going down right there. That would be problematic too for the solar array. You can even see it already doing its thing too. Let's see if we can get all the way up to the top here. If we can. Don't really seem to be climbing up an atmosphere here. Going up a little bit. Real question is, can we hover here? Sink. Yeah, we can hover here. Oh, look at that. We have a lake right there. Hmm. Real question is, think we can get all the way up there? I'm iffy about that. Yeah, let's give it a shot here. Have everything all on one ship anyway, right? Whee! And around we go. Hmm. Some ice here. Mostly, I just want the view. Location, location, location. That's all I can say. I think we're going to be able to go all the way up here. Oh, look at this. I'm cool with that. Yeah, we don't have a lot of thrust here. That's for sure. I think we're hitting as high as we're going to be able to go with this guy. Ooh, come on. Thing is, we're going to have to fly around below too. This is insane. Yeah. I gotta sink? I'm not sinking. Okay. I'll keep going. Give me the top of the mountain. Bring me that mountain. Now, typically the thrust on these things is kind of minor to begin with, so yeah. And if I wasn't being goofy and wanting to just be on the top of the mountain for, just because I want to be on the top of the mountain thing, like I said, I'd start over by a lake. It's easy. I'm probably going to go harvest all the stuff we need from the lake anyway. Yeah, look at our thrust on this. Don't think we're gonna fly all the way up here. Or if we are, as far as it's gonna go. Kind of milking it as much as I can just to be up here. Well, look at that. We are on the top of the mountain. Below us in that valley over there is some ice. We're also on some ice too. We definitely have some stone. Let's go ahead and park our nice little thing. I want to park it right here because I want to build right onto the top, huh? And come over here and park a little bit further down. Just to keep this out of the way, but close enough for the resources. Oh, we're dropping quick. This is nuts. Should probably do this later, huh? We're up here already, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I be a sane human being and go do my water area? Of course, now we're up in the mountains where there's no flat land or anything. I got all the way over here and I'm gonna say no. Flying in high altitude. That's what we're doing. Go for a valley. What do you think? Turn off 7 again and let her rip. Yeah, we used quite a bit of energy and resources to get up there, didn't we? Oh well. It's only power. It's only life, right? It's fine. And we'll make a mountaintop base eventually. Leave behind our, what is it? Starter ship? Civilian starter ship. What the heck is that? And a private 4x4 raider. Okay, don't know what that is. We're going this way. Bye. Cruising along pretty good. Look at that, 46 minutes of power. We're fine. Just gonna go on the other side of this mountain range, that's all. It's one of the things that Space Engineers definitely does. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That's like pretty. Here, let me get rid of that. Just flying around and having a view like that. Yeah, that's not too bad, huh? Keep an eye on our power, because that, like I said, very, very important. Quite the rocky terrain here, too. Not really hospitable for a wheeled vehicle, huh? Who needs a wheeled vehicle anyway? Bah, humbuggy. I'll run into the mountainsides. Would not be helpful. Get on the other side of the major range here. Don't want to start building in the dark. That's no fun. And following the sun, get more sunlight. That a little lake? That is a little lake in there. I want to be right on the base of a mountain on the young side, really. On either side, really, that would be problematic. Because when the sun comes up, it would take longer. When the sun goes down, shorter. You know, it just kind of picky. That's all there is to it. See, that lovely lake's already covered in the shade. You can really start the game at any location. Oh, hello. Okay. High core Carmack, huh? Hi. Don't know what you are. At this point, I don't care. "41 minutes of power." Oh, there's a nice little lake. I think this will be it. Close to you, though. Not liking that idea. Kind of okay with this. Alright, lake it goes. Whee! And we already see a couple of spaces where we actually have resources. Four. One, two. Oh, got quite a few here. Let's see which one we got the most use for. Yeah, only 30 now. 500, 400, 300. Flaring. Goes down. What we got here? Problem with the default orc detector. Range is pathetic. Got iron, I got ice. I need cobalt. Cobalt, I saw it. Well, way the hell down there. 100 and some odd meters. Our detector really shouldn't even be picking that up. Alright, that works for me. Alright, we'll start here. Not gonna be too picky because we got the sun and we need power. Got rocks over there we can actually deal with. I'm just gonna plant our base right here in the nice little ice field here because, you know, life is simple that way. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna have it actually do that. And we're gonna have it do the refinery. And we're definitely going to have it do one of those. And then we're going to actually add a whole bunch of plate. Because, yeah. Easy inventory, baby. That's good stuff. Gonna try to go through the resources to build all of this, and I think we're gonna be okay. In the grand scheme of things, I'm not asking it to build too much. But I do need some steel plates to begin with here, so we're gonna have that. Use those there so I can plop down a few things and let it do its thing. So, considering the mine is basically right under us here, we're gonna do this. Not going to be too picky about the alignment of the sun or anything like that. There. Yeah, horseshoes, hand grenades, good enough. Okay. So, now we need power. Power is life and all that fun stuff. 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't need to quite go this high. I do, just because, well, I do. It's a thing. Definitely gives you the optimum clearance of everything, blah, 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 which is really helpful. Give me. Don't have enough of things, but a few more, so let's see what we got here. I don't want to. Not trying to do that. There we go. Need some girders and some interior plates. That's what I need. Girders. Interior plates. Alright. Girders. Need all these fancy things. And there be power. Not enough power. Dang, more girders. Apparently I need all the girders. That's all the girders. Okay. Didn't make them all. Oh, there we are. Power! Yay! Alright. Next step. We need an assembler, which is 5. Our basic assembler. Very important. It's also got 1 connection point, which is really kind of annoying. And then, none of that. Got 2. Our end. Go that way. Our assembler and our refinery are going to be connected. We're golden. Apparently I need more goodies. Give me all the goodies. You're not going to do that because you're not connected. Haha. I forgot details. Alright, 4. Need a way up. Little ramp. Go. Alright, we have viable survivability at this stage with potential growth. We would probably want something to actually sit on to recharge ourselves, because at this point it's doing all of that work. Gonna transfer all the gizmos of this guy. Oh, whoops, wrong way. And if we can build this guy back up. I need 2 large steel tubes. And production over here. 2 large steel tubes. Not that I need to gather the ice, because I'm on an ice sheet. Waste not, want not. Yeah, let's see here. Here we go. Kind of always set my toolbar up more or less the same way the first and the last ones. What the? Well, apparently I'm been shelled back to the Stone Age. I was being shot at by something. I have no idea what. So anyway, that's how you basically start and then die. Maybe I put too much spice in the mix. Well, let's give it another shot here. That just got obliterated to Kingdom Come, didn't it? Oh, that's 80 some odd kilometers away. Really? That's just cruel. As soon as I parked it, they attacked. Little tilt here, huh? Alright, well, the other one got blown up, so, go ahead and remove it. We still need to get this thing to fly. So away we go with the whole flying thing again. Don't need to worry about getting all the yeah, here we go. That actually worked really nice for that, settling on that last one. Oh, need to get the, yeah. We don't have that. You basically get to see me do the whole thing all over again, in case you weren't paying attention the first time. Get this puppy flying. Kind of a necessary evil. Okay. I don't need heavy. A light one will be fine. Man, we need a. Oh, we already got a supply catch over there. They're moving in quick. Maybe the mountaintop wouldn't be a bad idea, because then they would have a harder time sneaking up on me like that. I don't know. I think that was just a bit of a fluke. They targeted me that fast. I don't see anything following me either, so that is a bit of a thing, but we gotta get this ship going. Hmm. Yeah, stop blinking at me. Not in the mood for your blinkiness. Alright. And digging for resources. I suppose we could go subterranean real quick. Find our ice sheet and go down. That was before I could even get things going, though. It was rather insane. Well, building underground is easy, and it definitely is something I've done and do. Oh, get up there. I just wanted to have one on top of the ice lake, that's all. I didn't think they'd come and blast me out of the sky that quickly. Thinking I'd have a, good 10 minutes before I start get blasted out of the sky. Or ground in this case. Thought I had a couple of minutes. That apparently was not a thing. But ultimately, if you didn't add all the spicy mods for survival, with the ships that can range you at 20k or whatever, you wouldn't have that problem. It would be easy. It's just because I added all the nice little spicy. You go away. There we go. All the extras that make things a little more challenging. Well, that's challenging. Although I literally just landed at the lake. I barely even had time to scout the lake, look around the lake. I landed at the lake. I had just barely finished building even the basic things before I got blasted. So I think that was just a round of bad luck on my part. Which, survival is, a lot of luck. It's not just automatic win kind of thing. Skill will get you so far, and it will help you in the long run. And depend on luck, but definitely part of the game. Of course, even building underground is not a guarantee of safety, because they'll still shoot at it. They'll put holes in the ground eventually and tunnel into the point where they can actually get at you. You actually have to have some weapons yourself. 'Cause, 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 'c Alrighty. Going up. Whoa. Squeeze going out of there. There we go. Whoa. Okay, and since we're here, we might as well do that. And, oh, actually, we need to do the other things first, huh? We need stuff for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then 3 bird track. Gotta have those first. Skullcrusher traps aren't really a thing. You can do some stuff in that kind of a sense, but the majority is that the game knows where you're at. And what it ends up doing is actually just spawning them in a radius around you. And then the AI from the mod authors tell them to go around certain things. Oh no, don't worry about it. That's kind of the whole point of this, is to help people figure out how to make things happen. And even in the base game, in the base game, I wouldn't have been blasted out of the sky. 1, they don't have weapons that have that kind of range. 2, there wouldn't have been a spawn that would have done that right off the bat. There's all sorts of reasons. The mods that I've added have added a great deal of complexity. Even if you're well established and you're prepared for a fight, you could still very well lose. If they find you and you're not ready, you don't have shields, you don't have weapons, you as the character aren't moving around from the base that often, you'll be surrounded by enemies relatively quickly and you get toasted. That's just kind of how these spicy mods work. Which is good, because I enjoy the challenge, and I'm sure you all like it, the fact when I get blasted out of the sky, so, it's a thing. Just makes me wonder, because sometimes you don't see the enemies coming down, so that one's got a beacon and stuff, and antenna, and you can see it. There will be those that do not. You'll just find out about them when they're shooting you. Kind of like the last time, It's a thing. Alright, where are we at? This, hand them on over. What we got left? What do you mean? I should have had a steel tube. What am I missing here? I got that. I didn't get you guys. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Armed transport. See? They're not friendlies. They do not like me. They will most definitely try to kill me. Pick it up there. Alright, so now that we have that, we're gonna do the refinery. 6. And 7 to the power. Yeah, to do all of that, we do need the access to the power too, because they keep blasting me. I don't have reactor abilities here to stay underground indefinitely. You need either solar, which surface, or wind turbines, which is a whole nother ballgame of being in the air too. Thrusters backwards. And turn those on, turn those on. And that one is again. Nine. We're up and we're moving again. Question is where we're going. Oh wow, I was thinking I was running right into things. That tree was hiding there, that red spot right there. See how they are? Scaring the heck out of me. Kind of like this valley. We got in this valley. Any water in this valley? I see a lake in this valley. A little bit more altitude, see if we can see a lake close by. Not a bad position. There it is. Yeah, now we head towards the mountains to the desert. Now we're hit the above them. I do not see anything that makes me go, Huh. That's an idea. We could do that. Forward, forward. Build into a plateau. That could be fun. That'll give us pretty decent modicum of defenses if we do it that way too. Couldn't even fly with what would probably be in the supply catch at this point anyway. I want a lake again. I want to know what shot me last time, to be honest. Now if we get annihilated again, instead of doing the drop pod, we'll do the spaceship. Be a little bit more mobile as a starter option. Because outside of the spicy mods, yeah, that would have been perfect. Just head up, you'd dig a hole for the cobalt. Although that was pretty deep cobalt. And then, yeah, build to your heart's content kind of thing. Till you wanted to spice things up and add more mods. Well, I'm a supporter of the modding community. It's a good community. Space Engineers has had a lot of different people doing mods over the course of time that have really made this game interesting. From an artistic point of view, from just being able to make things look pretty, how you want to build things kind of thing. You know, it's kind of really cool. A phenomenal community in Space Engineers for its modders. Even though there's been some problems with the people that make the game and the modders don't always communicate well. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we can build on top of the plateau, we can build on the side of the plateau, and just forego ice being a potential power source. Gonna need to harvest ice eventually, just for the hydrogen to get into space eventually to get uranium and platinum. Yeah, you need platinum for the good toys, and you need uranium for reactors, which is not on planets. They took it off. And that kind of interesting and annoying at the same time. Gonna circle this plateau here and see if any of these sides shows a lake. I definitely still want to be relatively close to a lake anyway. Can't be on one anyhow. Gotta be close to something like that. Yeah, maybe not see just the haze visual effect. Huh, it's always been good. Kind of prevents that too. Into the sun we go. Definitely a chill music for flying, huh? It came from over there. I'm not going to be on an ice bake, basically, from either a mountain or from like a lake. Ice sheets are necessary. I can go one of the polar regions too, but that's just kind of desolate too. That has all sorts of different lighting effects that can be kind of interesting. There's those ice-capped mountains again. One of the cool things about living in this canyony area is when you're flying a fighter, cruising along, banking, getting close, doing the whole dogfighting, Top Gun kind of a scenario is kind of fun. Not that the drones can do that, but you can in the way of dodging and whatnot. That's kind of fun. It would be cool if the drones had an AI capable of dogfighting maneuvers. That would be really cool. Well, I've gone to dirt to desert. Definitely not going to get any ice over here. Eventually we'll get to a moon. Maybe another planet. Gonna get a base going first. Mountains are pretty dang high over there. I wonder if I'm following the desert region. Can't zoom out far enough to find out. Kinda looks like it, huh? Adjust the curvature speed a little bit every now and then. Planets are huge, but they're not huge, you know? Is that a lake? That's a lake. That looks like a lake. Does that look like a lake to you guys? That looks like a lake to me. What? Junker, huh? Leave me alone. I need a few minutes, okay? Okay, still need to find cobalt. Ooh, and I would like it to be right there. Can it be right there? I want it to be right there. What are my odds of it being right there? Small, but you know, I'd like it to be right here. It would be nice. Helpful and everything. There's some nickel. I don't need nickel, I need to have cobalt. Cobalt is going to be the trick. Good ice. Magnesium. Silicon. Magnesium is going to be important, but cobalt is going to be more important at the beginning here. Cobalt will let me make metal grids. Magnesium helps me make bullets. We're gonna put a GPS here. Current location. We're gonna just put mag. No, there's other stuff there, but yeah. We're gonna be right in the middle of the lake again. There's more magnesium. Yeah, 2. Not 21. 2. Really hard to see these patches in the dark. More nickel, more magnesium, silicon. The reason I'm putting not putting silicon and nickel on here because you actually get this from stone too, so they're not critical that you mine them out. You get them just from stone, so. It's iron. What else is this thing here? Just iron. We're going to be able to see. I think there's more than just iron. Hmm. Iron. Yeah, I don't know. There's something else there, I'm sure. More magnesium. Mag 4. Yeah, seeing the dark patches in this environment is a little bit tricky. You're gonna be lucky if you see them, kind of thing. Mm. Wasted a lot of power doing this. No cobalt. I'm surprised they didn't shoot me down. Granted, I haven't actually fired at them. I don't have any guns to fire at them anyway. Military truck. I can't have time to go explore that. I'm going to choose one of these mountain ranges here. This just seems like this is the desert line here. I was really lucky the first time to be able to find the cobalt right off the bat. There's a couple more lakes like Boom Boom. Look at that. Okay. Let's have a gander over here. Need cobalt. Magnesium, silicon. Silicon, ice, magnesium. I did not see what I needed. Yeah, that's it for this one. And let's take a look at the other one. It's like right over the hill, right? Yeah, right there. to 10. Ooh, that's a little too close. Okay, that's fine. I'm getting his eyes. What are you? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Kamikaze run it with my face, but that would not do me any good. Cobalt. Need to have cobalt. Gonna need more sunshine here in a little bit. Alright, now, we're not gonna find cobalt. Let's see if we can go be stupid then. And because it's so dark, we see nothing. See what this is. It was a hard landing. Landing gear took it though. I actually have a gun. Right? I have a gun. Oh yeah, 90 shots. Well, hello. We found a tank of all things. You shooting my pod? No shooting my pod. Why would you have solar cells? That's weird. Little active salvage going on. But I ground you down. The computers are active on my thing here. This is, yeah. See if my pod is still in one piece, considering I think it was shooting at it. I'm not sure about that, but maybe. Doesn't appear to have taken any damage. 9. Go that way. I don't want to get right on top of it, because if it's got a warhead and go boom, that could be problematic. Doesn't need to be that far away. Oh, it's a decoy. Don't see those on a lot of ships. Metal grids galore. Look at all this heavy armor. Hmm. How much more cargo space you got? Oh, you're fine. I don't know if it just didn't really have any programming to do anything, or maybe it just needed to send a signal. I have no idea. But I can tell you right off the bat that this was a lot easier to take down than I was thinking it would be. This being heavy plate is quite the trove for at least a little cobalt. Does that look like that's crashing? That looked like that crashed. Got everything we could use from that anyway. What happened to this harpy? Active salvage. Who needs a base? Just came down out of the sky way too fast. Didn't have enough downward thrust. Headwind crash. Can't see a thing. Yeah. Filled it. No, so much for that. Apparently it did crash and it killed me. Alright, so that was a few of the drop pods. We're gonna try the, what is it, the space pod? Yeah, space pod will be the next one. And that one's actually pretty easy, just avoidance, really, of the enemy ships that will come and try to kill me. But we should be able to get at least a drill going and get some of the basic mining needs taken care of. Powered by hydrogen, which is good. Yeah, so we're going to do the space pod now. Blink. Look at that, I have a spaceship already, right above the planet of which I've died twice. We are not in gravity, right? No, okay. Like, oh my god, if we're in gravity already, that's problematic. Look at that! A space pirate already showed up. I saw that blip. Alright. So this ship is run on ions, so gas. Energy is a bit of a thing. I'm not seeing any good resources around here. It's not on the surface anyway. That's all we're going to look at right now. We're going to look at some surface material. Well, ooh, there's some. What is that? That's magnesium, isn't it? Or is that cobalt? Could be cobalt. What are you? I knew what you are, but I want you. Shiny. Search. Alright. Open doors. Close doors. I hate these airlocks, I'm just saying. Airlocks suck. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna pop our drill and see what it is. It's magnesium. It's bullets. That's what this is. I'm not gonna worry about bullets at this stage. Because, yeah. Don't even really have anything, do we? We have cargo? Got nothing, huh? Some ice. Lightseed has our gun. Lightseed always has our gun. Don't worry about that. Not gonna worry about that. Inventory, give me my gun. Not that it's gonna do me much good at this point, but you know. The thing. Oh, we need to get that on here too, huh? Ion. Backward, backward. Backup ion. And group. And off at the moment. Cruising. Hacking drone, huh? Do I have an antenna on here? If I have an antenna, that's a problem. Do not see an antenna on here at all. Okay. Hacking drones are very annoying. They turn off stuff and rename stuff and cause all sorts of problems with that kind of behavior. Lost many a ships to you guys. Hacker drones typically don't have weapons. They don't shoot at you. They just be annoying. Why didn't I have solar panels on my flying ship? Couple of reasons. I didn't make any. Would have had the resources to do so, but solar panels produce so little power, it would have been nominal in the way of my continued spaceflight. If I had landed and actually attempted to create a base out of that, then that would have been another matter. But yeah, never got to that point. Got shot out of the sky. Got blown up when I landed. It's a thing. On this ship, I'll probably throw some solar panels, though. Continued power is going to be a necessity. Something's on the outside of that. That ice? Potentially is ice. It could be more magnesium. That is one thing I just wish they wouldn't do with Space Engineers, is add all the gunk to the windows. Put all that crap. Looks like ice. Got 9. Got reverse thrust here in a minute. That's definitely ice. Sweet. I'm gonna park right next to this lovely ice patch here. Like right next to it. Okay, I want to stop now. Alright. Next set, right next to it. Ice is life. In this case, it's power. Everything else. Actually, we're gonna do this first. We're gonna gather some stone, basically. Making a debris field, look at me. I saw that. Look at all these nice little rocks hanging out for me. I've been causing problems apparently by dying. The secret plot, I tell you. Anyway. Cargo container. I'm gonna stick that in here. Actually, I'm gonna stick it in our survival. Now we're gonna go to our survival and make our stuff. I'll be honest, we're gonna remodify. Cause yeah. I wanna do that or do a piston? I do a piston. The piston's much. That'll give me a range. Seal the hole. I think. Make one of those. Might not have all the parts though, huh? That might be a bit of an issue. Exactly you need again? Large steel tubes, 4 of them. Other side of this thing. a conveyor. And goes to that. Alright, fine. No, well, can't fix that. Hmm. And hmm. Gonna be problematic. Anywhere comes to access. Now I can access it there. Thinking we're gonna put that up there. This generator over here. Another port there. No. I have a feeling that's a full block. No? And 5. More computers, huh? I mean, we're out of silicon, or yeah. Alright, need more. Look at all my lovely collection of little tiny rocks here. It'd be nice if I didn't have to do it this way. Yeah, collect the moon. That's not how that works. Hmm. All floating away. Need these resources. Cause I am gonna put a drill on. There is my refiner or assembler. Wrong side. Five enemy signals. Or you just stay over there. Ah. 8 large steel tubes, 10 plates. Okay. Now, let's go plant it. Juice. They are coming over here, aren't they? Yep. What else do I need? I need a refinery. Because then it's not going to let me build the, Nope, I can build a drill. Sweet. Building drill. Nothing too special. That might be a problem. Let's do this. Dangerous encounter. 4 points. My hole. New hole. And I'm actually going to burrow a bit just to keep things where they're easily collectible. I don't need to here belong, but I do need to be here. Ice is important to me. Sweet. We need steel plate. I need more steel. It needs to be functional. I need like 20. Bastards. I haven't got time for this. Where'd my hole go? Give me the loot, I need the rock, and I need the rock now. Not much left. Functional, that's all I need. Where are you? The drill. Alright, where's the piston? Alrighty. That's how you pretty much start with spaceship. Now you just kind of have to avoid the enemies. Find something other than ice to run the ship off of, and expand the said ship. Ice is still going to be a paramount concern for a while, though. It's not something that goes away right away. It's finding uranium, building up to that point is a thing. And you can definitely put some solar panels on this guy to do a lot of things, because you can always rotate the ship to kind of keep that more into the alignment. Yeah, we should probably leave at this point. Getting greedy. Getting a little on the greedy end of things here. And it doesn't really matter which direction we go. We're just looking for 9. Another asteroid to go to, basically. Like that one. Oh, not that one. A little too close to that said convoy. Let's go with that one. Here, go. This neck is extremely fragile, I should note. Add oxygen tank or hydrogen tank right there. A generator. And those 2 little things right there that holds the whole ship together. So you hit some combat, those are gone, and there goes all the propulsion and the neck and the pilot seat. So yeah, gotta be careful with that one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't know of anything else we could actually do that would show any real differences at this stage. Turn myself upside right, not that there's a right or a wrong. Stop it. Walking on a ship that's this length. Yeah, it's a thing. Overall, that's pretty much it. No, it is. Need to get a ore detector up and running. That would be the... I don't know why this thing's got some drift or what. Weird. I think this one's probably the easiest start, regardless. 1, because no gravity. 2, the only thing you actually have to worry about, dodging the enemy for a little while. Which, don't get me wrong, could definitely be a thing, but... yeah. I wonder. The brakes, boys. I want to see if I can build detector. Probably. If we can put this on here. This is the azimuth detector. It is. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. The only detector, really. Everything else is crap. I'm gonna stick this puppy right here. Hmm. Yeah, I guess we need to stick the refinery. Then we need to stick a builder bomb on here somewhere. Might be able to do that if I have my pockets, right? Maybe. Nope. Need computers and the motor. Motors, computers. And these you gotta love. Yeah, that's actually chewing through that pretty quick. Good stuff. And the ice, the refinery, good. Camera, why not? Seriously, you're not gonna let me stick it on there? Oh, how annoying. How annoying! I want to put it on here. Hmm. That's different. I didn't know the building repair system would not go on a spawn ship. The only ship I've got at the moment, you know, and it's really kind of necessary. Alright, fine, whatever. We just need to stick all our stuff into this. Put them there. I find that interesting. Won't do that. Electric components is the only thing it needs left there. I could have swore I stuck one on here at one point or another for the Bob's build and repair system. Builder Bob. Don't know if I can carry them all. Well, I can carry them all. It's alive! Alive! Now we can see if there's any sector. We're gonna max it out. See if there are anything in said things. Helpful to know where to go. Iron, ice. Well, that's something we need. There you go. That's pretty much survival right there for you on this ship. More ice for the thrusters to keep the engine going. Maybe slap a battery on here, get some solar cells going, and away you go. The thrust on this thing's pretty pathetic, so might want to convert that to hydrogen sooner rather than later, and actually get it off the spawn ship so it doesn't despawn on you. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, guys. Hope you kind of had an idea of how to survive. Have to admit, I'll probably take off the spice and actually do the easy start kind of a thing, and let you kind of have an idea of what I do for my first starter base without all the dodge, duck, dive kind of a thing. Which I honestly, I was thinking I had a little bit more time to actually do some building before it actually came and annihilated me. But yeah, that's just trial and error on my part, you know. Other than that, this is Mark, the guy at Play, signing out. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. and I will catch you for the next one. Bye, guys.